Hi, hello and welcome to another video by the scientist formerly known as Nigeli. This is the third part of this series of 3 about the soda can strip cutter. In part 1 I showed you the general process. In part 2 details how to make strips with different width. A 5mm strip is shown here a 2mm strip. In this third part we are going to talk about ink removal of soda cans and details how to make the strip winder and the strip cutter. As everybody asks me all the time, what can I use it for? Here our third example of use, a marble run. Remember, in episode 1 we used the strips in a label printer, whereas in episode 2 we made some ball ornaments. Okay, then let's start with this third episode. Our prepared soda can is already on the threaded rod. The soda can itself was pre-treated in a pressure cooker to help for the ink removal. I already posted a video how to remove the ink from soda cans. Just follow the link in the upper right corner. You see here a perfectly cleaned soda can. Here I show you how I set up my workspace. I use 2 bench vices. One is freestanding on the table and the other one is attached to the tabletop. The threaded rod is clamped between the 2 vices. Now take the 2 soda can clamps that we need. If you don't know how to make these, then go back to part 2 of this series where I explained the making in detail. Press the soda can body top side down onto the prepared soda can clamp. Then reinforce the soda can by placing a pipe insulation foam inside. Then close the soda can body with a second clamp. The soda can prepared in this way is then screwed onto the threaded rod. Then take the strip cutter and check if the blade is still sharp. Place the cutter near the soda can and use your wrist to gently press the blade towards the can. The pressure should be strong enough to create a score line, while the second hand slowly turned the soda can to generate the spiral score line. Nice! But now let's look at the details how to build the strip cutter. That's how it looks like. The strip cutter is made of wood. First a stand is made from a base plate and a holder. The base plate and the holder are fixed together with an angle bracket. Then the knife handle is made by screwing a door hinge onto a piece of wood. The blade can be fixed with screws between the wings of the hinge. Here you see how to fix the blade between the wings of the hinge. The knife handle is then screwed to the holder so that it can rotate freely. In this way, different angles of attack can be selected between the blade and the soda can. I dismantled the blade once again to show you that you can just take a blade from a regular crafting knife and then fix it between the wings of the hinge. Search for the beginning of the strip and then pull around 30 centimeters from the strip of the soda can. Using pliers, bend a right angle into the strip. Insert this first part of the strip into the slot of the screw. Wrap the strip with a few turns already onto the screw. And now add the second support to the strip winder. Thereafter the strip is wounded onto the strip winder with the help of an electric drill. But let's get to the details how to make the strip winder. Here you see the required parts. First, we are going to prepare 2 circles out of old credit cards. I usually use a circle cutter for this purpose. It's not strong enough to cut through, so I use it from both sides. Then I cut the circle out with scissors. Make a hole in the middle in the size of your plastic screw. Then glue a nut on both supports and also reinforce the supports with some glue outside. And with the help of a Dremel, we mill a slot in the screw. Basically, this was the reason why to choose a plastic screw, because it was much too complicated or I didn't have the right tools to mill such a slot into a metal screw. And I was really surprised how well the nut could then be turned onto the screw. Two nuts are glued to the screw head with adhesive. Before the glue dries, check that all nuts are aligned to fit into the hex nut socket of the electric drill. And here you see the completed strip winder.
Now let's finish the marble run. We need a ruler in this special form. Then we take one of our 9mm soda can strips that we prepared and we cut them to a size of around 30 centimeters. Place the strip exactly over the ruler and with the help of an embossing tool, press the soda can strip into this V-shaped form of the ruler. Of course, you can also take a pencil for this kind of work. By forming it into the V shape, the strip bends slightly and it's not straight. But for our marble run, we need straight shapes. It's now our task to bend the track straight with light pressure. Amazingly, the V-shaped strip can be carefully straightened with your hands. You have now prepared the first track of the marble run. Here I show it again. You can either remove the balls from a ball bearing or buy them directly. Then it's time for a small test. If your track supports your ball, and this looks great. Now all that remains is to attach the various tracks to two grill sticks in a certain angle. The grill sticks are glued into a soda can bottom parts as a stand. Hope you liked this series. Stay creative and so long!